I give my coin shoes.
I give my coin shoes to my sister.
So they flogged me and left the culprits. My mom is just right. My mom is just right.
They will still have.
My mom is like, if you have I'm going to burn your bum.
Please don't cry, I'm sorry. They will enter your room. You are closing with your child of darkness. This is what you have been doing in school.
Jennifer will be there and I'll be here.
Sonia will be in front.
Sonia will be in front.
Yes,
oh, I thought you were going to go and press start.
No, I've pressed it. It has been pressed. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Nenye and this is
okay. I'm gonna use by Manuela, aka Alien Head, aka Cupcake. Sweet thing.
We did not script today, we did not plan today. This was supposed to be a video that came out 2 weeks before. It was supposed to be horror stories like ghost encounters or scary stories that happened to you guys, but we couldn't film because of, you know, technical difficulties. There's going to be a big arrow here pointing at you saying it's your fault. Today the video is going to be funny/horror stories from African parents. If you've lived in an African home, I think that you relate to like at least half of these stories. How do your parents do chores for you guys?
My parents did chores for us.
No, like how did they like share? I will fight you.
My parents did chores for us.
But you're not the firstborn now.
No, well, my family is complicated. I'm my mom's 6th child and I'm my dad's 1st child.
So how's it being the first child in your dad's house?
Well, honestly, it's not tasking at all. It's not like what the first children always do. Oh my god, I have all the responsibility in the world.
But we do! Oh. We are taking care of children that we did not give birth to. Did you receive any punishment?
Yes. Oh, a lot of ass whooping, trust me. My mom is a no-nonsense person. My mom worked with leper. So there was like always the roll of wire behind our house and a plier ready for us. And then Daniela at some point found a hack. Whenever she cuts out a new one, Daniela was a stubborn egg. She'll now go to the back of our fence. You know, like the fence has holes in it. Yeah. So she'll now carry it and drop it in the hole. And then my mom's like, "Why are you talking?" So before she cuts the wire and everything, her anger must have burned down. So she doesn't like necessarily like flog us the whole stroke.
My mom used her words. My mom can say,
my dad.
"I'm not angry, I'm disappointed," and then you will see me crying from morning to night. But my father, once he stands up from the chair in anger, ho, you are dead. You just write your will. For what do you own that you're writing will? Just pray to God.
I give my coin shoes.
I give my coin shoes to my sister. But then when my siblings now grew up, like to my age, I started doing the same thing. I did this like, oh, don't worry, it's just
we were the test children. Like they use us to test.
Where was that energy when I did those things? Do you understand? I will not wash plates and my parents will get so mad at me, beat me. Yeah. My sister will not wash plates. She didn't just wash the plates.
I think it was the last time my dad ever flogged me. It was the second to the last time. Daniela, I don't know, she was obsessed with tankers. And I think they were building like around my house. You know tankers now, like those others carry water. I don't know, it was like 3 or so. Now I think I was like 6. And then we had tanker passing the house. They always pass in front of like our gates.
Yeah.
And then the gate was open that day, like nobody bolted it, so she was shouting tanker. And then I didn't see Daniela again, and then I heard her saying tanker. So where would she be? Obviously going after the tanker. And my dad was in the parlor, and I was like in the garage. Both of us were playing in the garage. So she used the garage to also go outside, and I followed. So I was like, stop, come back, don't go. And then my dad did not hear us again at some point. So he comes outside, and then he sees a tanker passing, and me grabbing Daniela's hand. And then he says, I led her outside to look at that. I was stopping her. So they flogged me and left the culprits.
That wrongful beating happened happens. I feel like it happens. In
Yeah,
like they'll
they
blame you for everything. This person. I remember the time that my brother broke my dad's tablet. My dad beat me message. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. I was busy doing my assignment. Chores are just on me. If I'm at home, I'm doing all the chores in the house. My sister does try willingly now, but before she hated doing chores. I think I grew to like doing chores because I'll be alone. You know, I block my ears and I claim it and nobody's talking to me.
I actually don't like to do chores. But then it's surprising because like I do chores a lot.
Yeah.
In my house. When I feel like it, I do it. But then in my mother's house, my immediate elder side like 7 years older than me.
Whoa.
So like when I was growing up, I didn't do any chores. But then when they had to go to like boarding school, I started doing chores by force.
Yeah.
Like in my just one, my elder side to wash for me. And then just so I had to go to like a tougher boarding school. So I learned how to do my stuff by myself. When you have a headache, what does your mom tell you?
Take pasta.
Oh wow, your mom tells you that. My mom tells me it's because they are pressing phone throughout the night. That's why.
So they are not sleeping. It's because they did not wash the plates in the kitchen.
You have a headache because you do not want to sleep.
Let's say her knees are pain and she's like, because of the sugar you took yesterday. Because of that malt you took yesterday. And I'm like, mommy, that's not how the body works. It's like, oh, mommy, I
don't explain.
It's because of that cake you took yesterday.
Don't ever explain.
Just agree. Sometimes you need to learn how to pick your fights with your parents.
Yeah, you do.
Fighting with them, especially the more you grow, the more, should I say, frustrating the fight gets.
Yeah, like
it's more, it gets more fighty than your parents tell you to do something and you say, oh, no, because at that point you're like, oh, I have
What I learned is, okay, I say okay to you and then I do it my way. But then if they catch you in the process of doing it your way, you're dead.
No, I don't necessarily do it like that. What I do is that I want to have a conversation with you because I feel like at that point, I feel like my parents talk.
I can have a conversation with my dad,
yeah.
But my mom, there's no conversations with my mom. My mom is just right. My mom is just right.
Let's say moving into this house. My parents told me, I told my parents, I'm like, okay, I can't be going home. I can't be going to school from home. This is really tiring. This is frustrating. You saw me last semester. We had an actual conversation. My parents, my mom was not like, okay, this is why I don't want you to go. I'm really concerned about your safety. I don't really think that place is safe. My father was like, I don't think the place is safe. I thought that they were just worried about my safety. My parents could also say that, no, you cannot go because I said so. But the way my parents are, at least the way they are learning to be, is to have conversations with me. Because either way, your child will still do what they want to do. Do you understand? If they feel like you're not making sense to them, they are still going to do what they want. They'll say yes sir, yes ma'am, and they'll go and do what they want to do. Your children will don't have boyfriend, they'll still have boyfriend. Don't kiss, they'll still have kiss. Don't have they'll still have.
My mom is like, if you have I'm going to burn your bum. Like that's how she threatens you not to, and I'm like,
okay, but
when it comes to like growing up, I feel like as a Nigerian child, we don't get enough sex education.
No, they do.
We don't get
like I always jokingly say to my mom like, oh mommy, you did not teach us about this and like, oh come and sit and let me teach you. I'm like, I was being
like they get shy.
Yeah, I feel like
they get shy because
like as we grow, we what's it called? We are learning more on how to communicate better because I feel like their parents saw it as a taboo.
Yeah,
they don't see it as a taboo, but they don't know how to communicate it better. But I feel like we will be able to communicate with our children better. So our parents are trying their best with what little information they have.
Yeah, they are.
Like as I said, I still feel like I'm in primary school. I still feel like my head is still the primary school Chineye that I still remember.
I feel like it's like that with most people.
Yeah, and then when final year. I
can't do anything. Like, okay, when I want to go out anytime, I'm like, okay, daddy, I'm going here.
Yeah, you still feel like the children.
Exactly.
So imagine now having a baby. Like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Like, why is he looking at me? Stop crying. I'm sorry.
I love you, Yuri. Shout out to Yuri.
Yeah, a very shameless plug. You know that part.
There was this time I told my dad, oh dad, I was like, daddy, do you ever notice when I'm sad? And he's like, he's looking at me like,
why are you sad?
Then he's like, are you sad? And I'm like, I was like, not now, but then do you notice it when I'm sad? Because like, I literally crawled through like my childhood was filled with depression, but then nobody actually noticed. And it's like, so why would you be sad if I give you everything you want? And I'm like,
that's not what we mean. We need somebody to talk to. Our head during the lockdown, but you've seen your parents 24/7. I felt like those were trying times for every single African child. Like you'll be seeing your parents say, why is this on the floor? You'll be lying down in your room on your own. They'll enter your room. You are closing window. You're a child of darkness. This is what you have been doing in school. Yeah. Imagine trying to pay house rent. Imagine going to work every day. Do you know how much loaf of bread is? Why is bread?
Honestly, moving into a house off campus has actually opened my eyes to a lot of things. I see what my parents do and I really appreciate them.
And then we still even ask them for money because they're the people that are even giving us that money again. Now.
I feel bad. Like I can't even call I'm depending on like salary and like little jobs I do right now because like I can't. When I was call my dad for something, I think and I think again and I think again before I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just ask.
Find the way.
Like, cause it's 400 level.
And especially for a project, like
yeah.
I hate calling my dad to say, oh, we still need this for
exactly.
project. I don't have the heart to say, oh, daddy, I need 120,000.
I've not even told him yet, like, okay, oh, daddy, I'm thinking that this thing. I just told him, okay, we're just budgeting like 100 to like 200k at most. Do you understand? That's what I told him. Because I don't know what I have to sit down to give him a precise amount. That this is what I'm going to do. So I don't come back and say, okay.
The way I budgeted it in front of my dad, it ended up being a little bit more. And then that little bit, I tried my best to raise it up for a whole week so I won't ask my dad again. So, but then at the end of the day, I called my mom, mommy, this thing is too much.
Did you ever get double presents? Yes. Yeah. They don't joke. They don't join and get presents. They get different presents for you.
Oh, I remember when my parents tried to do Christmas tree presents. Like my parents. Oh my
god, you're so. You have American parents. You have Nigerian parents.
They were like.
My dad was like my dad used to buy us presents like during Christmas, and then he would not tell us that Santa left them. I used to believe that Santa. You tell me, they never say Santa. He was like Christmas left them.
We have a small Christmas tree in our house. So Christmas Eve, my father came back with presents. He got my sister a PlayStation. He got my brother a drone, and he got me a new phone. So it was in his car. Then my sister, what we do in our family, because anytime your parents are coming back from home, you have to check whether there's anything in the car you can help them with, because it's a taboo to let them come in with anything.
Yeah.
So we were looking, we were like, oh, daddy, is there anything in the car that he was like, no, go. So that was a bit suspicious, but then we didn't suspect anything. When we now woke up in the morning, and I always wake up first, because I wake up by 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I just went to the living room, I just saw presents under the tree. I was like, jeez, what is this? And I went to go and wake my brother and sister up. That's why we were sharing the room together. I was like, Chini, come. And my friends now opened the door. I think, they now opened the door. They were like, surprise! My father was like, Santa came. I was like, what stupid Santa.
When I was graduating from secondary school, that was when I felt the most love for my mom, because like I saw the joy. She was excited for me, like, oh, you're graduating. She did a lot. Like, she got me like, I'm buying you this bag for university. I'm buying you this for university. I'm like, yes, spoil me. And then my dad always buys me presents. Like, he just goes out randomly and then he's come back with perfumes. He knows how much I love perfumes. When I started my first business ever.
Entrepreneur over here. Entrepreneur.
When I started my first business, it was a smoothie business, and then I used to always struggle with like blenders. So I'm looking for, the blender in the house. It's just my smoothie blender, so it wasn't doing it for me well. But I have to go to like my friend's house to use a power blender. My dad pissed me off that day. I forgot that he did it purposely, but I didn't know he wasn't doing it purposely. But then he pissed me off, and then he knew I was pissed off because I was giving him like one word reply. He was like, come and talk to me, and I'm not talking to him. And then he's like, hey, I forgot something in the boots. Go and carry my motorcycle from the boots. I went to the boots. I opened the car, and then I see a brand new power blender, and I'm like,
it's my eyes.
No, it's like, so I'm like,
did your dad ever do that thing where you would say that you like banana? Your father will go and buy 20 bananas. There's sometimes when they join forces together to fight you as the child, and you're like, what?
even as divorced people, they still attack us together.
Get together as well.
There were times where they bullied me in school. My mom had to like wear shorts and show up for me. Do you understand? Or my sister, this time like this teacher beat Daniela in her head and injured her. My mom came to school with shorts legs. She was like, where is she? Yeah, I carried her for 9 good months.
My mom's cooking now.
I know now. I never stole meat.
I stole meat. I love meat. I love chicken. I love mommy, anytime that you have ever cooked, let me confess now, anytime you have ever cooked in the house, An extra meat has come to my room. You know, I'm in the kitchen. I'll do as if I'm turning the soup, and I'll do as if one fell down.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
And I'll put it in my room, and now.
So you do all that shang-chi shit just to get meat.
Meat is life, especially the stolen one.
Funny enough, you know,
the stolen one is.
I think it's because of my mom and her. Oh, don't like meat thing. Like, if my mom has this theory that if you like meat too much, you follow men.
Has anybody ever talked to you in front of your parents before?
Are they mad?
They were shameless boys. I'm very sure they are ABUJA boys. They came and they were when we were in ShopRite, me and my mom, and then they were disturbing me as my mother was beside me.
Your mom looks that young, so
she looks like my older sister.
They probably thought like it was your friend.
Friend of my elder sister. My mom looks so young, so beautiful. My father looks young too.
Like was it?
Like there's going to be
I think in front of my mom.
Men.
Yes, we should do that.
Just complain about men. Jennifer will be beside.
Jennifer will be there and I'll be here.
Sonia will be in front.
Sonia will be in front. No, like, Sonia is.
She's a happily married woman.
We are not going to involve Sonia.
Hey Sonia. Hey, I'm not We've said good things. We've said okay things. In all honesty, we are going to be African parents ourselves.
Yeah. Now my parents, I don't think I would have like the mentality I have now. You understand? Work.
You guys did what amazing. You raised an amazing person. You raised an amazing person. You did a good job.
And I take the credit.
I take the credit, but you did a good job. You did a good job.
I look at myself and I'm like, how am I going to be a mom? You understand? And then I noticed that my mom is going to actually have to be behind me.
Yeah, to also support you, even as you're a mother yourself. I just want to see them happy. I want to make them smile at some little things that I'm able to do for myself. That's why I'm always trying to be independent, should I say? I want to relieve them of so much stress. Because like, I want them to look at me and be like, okay, I don't need to worry about that.
Exactly. I just want that for my parents. I want my parents to be like super proud of me. Like, okay, I'm thinking of my masters, I'm thinking of my second degree, and I'm not thinking of my dad in any of those scenarios. Because I want to be able to like pay my own tuition. I want to do a lot of that by myself. I'm gonna have my YouTube channel soon, so I'm practicing the YouTube voice. So make sure to like and subscribe. Gling.
Any of these things, or you have any other African
you can share your stories.
Share it down below. Let's laugh. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And
if you haven't subscribed,
if you haven't subscribed and you have watched to this point,
I'm gonna go Joe on you. Or love. We'll find the next closest uncompleted building.
Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give it a like.
Yeah,
it really helps the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Watch some more videos where Ella is there. Ella is in my May vlog when she was screaming like a mad woman. You know.
May?
Yeah, my May vlog. May 300 level.
Oh, well, May. Oh yeah, I was in May, and then I was in October.
Yeah, she was in October vlog. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.